Hello YouTubers, and welcome to the finally completed Mata Nui set. This is part 4 of the Mata Nui review quadrilogy, or whatever you want to call it. Even though this is the main review, the others were just like teasers and stuff. But I thought I'd make it a 4-part to make it more interesting. Just a quick word on the box that I missed out on the previous videos. I just like if you like, I don't know if it will show up on the camera, but this big ass ball joint type thing coming at the sand, typical Bionicle landmark. You know, you see this stuff even in the previous sets. But then if you look closely over here, you see about I think there's about 6 or 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 actually, and the middle one is oh wait, there's not 7, there's 8 actually. There's one right at the back over here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, there's 8. So there's 8 of these towers, and of course the one in the middle with the swords is Mata Nui himself. So I think those were Mata Nui's team back in the days, or not back in the days, his new team or whatever. I don't think those are the Gluturians, or they might be. But yeah, someone will probably correct me on the once I've uploaded this video. But yeah, so that's all I wanted to make clear. So let's start with the set. I hope you enjoyed the little intro I made. Just something you pick up watching little films. So yeah, finally we have Mata Nui in our possession. Alright then people, let's begin then. First of all, we'll talk about the mask, innit? Get that over and done with. You come in, you little bitch. Well, I'll have to take the camera off the tripod to have a closer look at this. The canister mask, the Ignico mask, Titan Mata Nui, the Titan form, by the way. These two are exactly the same. This is in gold, this is in silver. This is probably the smallest Bionicle mask, I think, from what I've seen. It is seriously small compared to these other two. And this is in yellow. It's small but very detailed. So from what you can see, even the back is like different compared to these ones here. So if I can just like have it like that. Stay there, you fuck. Oh, fuck off, man. Yeah, so you can see that the shapes are different from the back. But besides that, these two are identical. Just that the only thing that's different is the color scheme. This is slightly a bit different, but very small compared to these other two here. So we just have one good close up of all the gold masks and silver and yellow. So yeah. Just one other thing before I carry on with the review. I've done the review for the canister Mata Nui set. By the way, this set, the review I done for this was meant to come out. Well, I was meant to upload it actually before the Titan one, but I didn't get a chance. So since I got the Titan one, and in all the excitement and all the people like telling me to review it, and you know, as soon as I get it and stuff, so I thought let me just quickly get the main one out of the way, and I just so that's why this one's like, you know, after I've uploaded the video that I'm making right now, I'll upload this one's a part, like 2-part review, so it'll be like part 1 and part 2 of this little guy. But just I'll write in the information box, even though, like I said before, no one bothers reading it. But I will write that, you know, this review was meant to be before the Titan one. But, you know, since I didn't get time, I just uploaded that since I got that set. So, you know, just bear that in mind when you're watching this review after that review. This was meant to come out before that, but yeah. So let's get back to the Titan Mata Nui. It is pretty tall, but it's not like as tall as people are describing it to be. People are saying that it's so tall that it's like the tallest set ever made and all these other malarkey and shit. It's not the tallest set ever made. It is tall, yes. It is tall, that's correct. A lot of people are saying compare it to, you know, all the other major sets. But I will be comparing it to a select sets, not everything. I've seen some people reviewing comparing this set to like dogs and shoes and DVD covers and fucking small little toa that, you know, have nothing, no comparison, that has no like. Why would you compare something small to something big? You need to compare something as the same height, like the other sets are same, maybe the same height or something. People are comparing small toa like this guy to show. We already know the fucking this guy's gonna be taller than him. Well, we don't need the fucking to show that. You need to be showing guys like Takanuva. So yeah, so in the comparison thing I'm doing right now, I won't be comparing some little shit toa or some little Toraga or something. Oh no, why don't we compare this Lego piece to it then? Look at that. People are so fucked up sometimes when fucking reviewing, I mean not reviewing, comparing some little thing compared to something big. We already know that this thing's will be taller than that. You need to be reviewing, comparing this to that. Fucking hell. So yeah. So you can see from here, it is way taller than this. This is like, you know, this is like here and that's like down all the way there. Still though, doesn't mean this set is shit. Doesn't just because he's taller. No. This set is still awesome. But yeah, so you can see Takanuva has beaten not Takanuva. Mata Nui has beaten Takanuva sadly. Sorry chat. Got a movie over here. Next one. The XLR T9. Oh wait, I don't think that Takanuva comparison was seen properly in the camera because of things that are facing other ways up. Just compare that again. Other thing is I've noticed here when people are comparing these sets, they don't make them stand up straight. They like have their legs a bit bent and they'll make them stand up like this and they're saying, "Oh look, Mata Nui is so taller than Takanuva." You need to straighten the legs out and make them stand straight as possible, not bending and crouching as if they're gonna shit themselves or something. You need to make them stand straight and perfect. Make them stand straight as possible so you can compare the original height. Okay, that's as straight as I can get it, I think, but yeah. So you can see there, no competition. This is tall, don't get me wrong, this is tall. But this slightly just, you know, wins the height comparison match. Now for that Accelera's turn. Of course you can't really compare it from the height from here, we'll have to compare it from the whole length. Just yeah, well, you know, we already know about the XLR. Since it's a vehicle, you can make them big as possible. So yeah, the XLR has officially beaten Mata Nui. But, you know, let's not get discouraged by that. Because we have our old friend Kurtis the Dragon here. The dusty little chap that's been sitting on my room for ages now. So let's get this guy stand up straight. Of course, this guy's gonna be taller than, you know. Yep. Yeah, this is just like completely destroyed this guy over here. So you know. But I think if we see how tall this would be compared to that. Oh yeah, so it's official, people. Kurtis the Dragon is tallest set out of all of these other ones that have come out recently. So still the tallest set, even though this is a combiner set. So let's not forget, this is a combiner set and it's beating it. But if you're comparing non-combiner sets, then our little friend XLR T9 is like the winner then in that department. Alright, comparing is finished. So no more bitching and whining that you didn't compare it to whatnot. I've compared it to the 3 biggest sets that are in my possession. I won't be comparing it to some shoe or some next random shit. So yeah. Let me just remove these weapons first, so I can talk a bit more about the hands in this. Actually, this is the first. Actually, I think this is this is the second set brought out that has hands that can actually grip stuff. The other set, if you remember, was the Axon that had those Matoran legs and arms as his hands. This one's got Lego system pieces slash technique that have been created into hands, and I think they're really awesome design. So you can even though you can grab stuff here, you can still make him grip it tightly. And I think this is just such an awesome feature they've added, especially for Mata Nui set, since this is like the ultimate set that every Bionicle fan has been waiting for since 2001 to come out. So yeah, I thought this was an awesome feature. The hands, they just because if they had given it some little Lego clip piece or those little Glatorian hands, I think that would have just fucked everything up. And the best of all, the best thing you can do with Bionicle with hands, and if I can just yes, that's what I'm talking about. This motherfucker's bad. So yeah, I thought the hands were truly an awesome feature. In the right, he holds this little sword thing. This is a Mari blade, Jala or Bakama. I think it's Jala actually. I think that they could have done better than this little blade. This blade is quite poor actually. Could have done better. This was of course from the click. They've used that even in the small Mata Nui set. So this was pretty good. This bit here, basic down here, but this I think they could have done better. So yeah. On the other hand, on his left, he has a shield, as you probably seen from the reviews and pictures and stuff. So yeah, let's check this shield. This is meant to be I don't think this is just like an upgrade from the basic click shield. It looks sort of reminds me of the Jet Rex, sort of like a mini version of the Jet Rex. But yeah, that's just like the basic shield. Doesn't have any motion features, but what you do is if you hold it from here, you can open it up like that so it becomes bigger, and then you just clamp it like that. Someone asked me what it would use for, like if you could clamp something. Yeah, you see that was quite poor. And in the middle it's got the little blaster thing with this little fucking squidge motherfucker. So yeah, the shield is a cool feature. Could have done something better to make the clip close again. I don't know what you call it. Something to make it close again, so you could have it. So you just have to put pressure opening it, but then it will clip back in again. Some type of mechanism to sort that out. Next, the color scheme for this set. It's a bit hard to tell from the camera because of the light and all that stuff. There's only 3 gold pieces. The mask, this little cock or dick protection or whatever the fuck you want to call this, some shuttlecock thing, or those guys play cricket and they have those things to protect their balls or something like that, and 2 gold pieces there. So only 4 gold pieces. That was pretty poor because this is Mata Nui. I thought, since he's the ultimate Bionicle set people waiting for, he's known as the god of Bionicle. I think they should have made him all gold and truly went out their way and just done a awesome job. But no, they done the opposite. They went with 4 gold pieces, bright yellow, then sort of a darkish yellow that they've used in on the smaller Mata Nui set, and the Kintengo, or whatever you call him, from the uh, what was the fucking from the Vishorak saga, you know what I'm talking about. The Guardian of what, or whatever, the Guardian or whatever he was. The one-eyed motherfucker, man, you know what I'm talking about. He has a little satellite dish on his head, and he has a little red eye. He was in the Bionicle 3 film, and he doesn't speak English. So yeah, that's the thing, the color scheme. Silver pieces, randomness. The little the Ignika, whatever, the Ignika, whatever, the little Toa feet here. The shield that they've used from the Mystica, Makuta, and the Axelara. Metru feet. This was a Metru. No, this was a Metru. What the hell was this? I'm trying to look up my set, trying to remember what this set was. I don't know, this is some next random. I think this was from the Proc. No, it wasn't. Ah, you know, fuck it. It's just some next random fucker here. The color scheme, you know, it would have been better if it was gold, but you know, I'm not actually too bothered about the color scheme. You know, we get the main idea. It's meant to be gold, yellowish type thing. So yeah, maybe even if like people keep saying it should be being gold, then you know, maybe it might look a bit stupid if it was gold, but I don't know. It's got a lot of those Ignika, or whatever, the Ignika Tower have been, their pieces have been used quite a lot in these past sagas. And as you can see, the pistons have been used once again. So you got two here, making that 4. Then you got another 2 here, making that 6 in total piston. So you have like full control over the leg system, and just, you know, his whole movement around his leg. So yeah, that's quite good. So it's quite a sturdy set. It doesn't, like, the pieces don't become loose. Yeah, you know. The shoulders as well, they have like a Makuta piece. The Makuta hand pieces from the Fantoka, with the Fantoka Pohatu hands or something being used here. So it's like 2 joints held together to make the hold him the whole hand. The hands are pretty small compared to the leg. The legs are quite long and chunky, but when they go up to the arm, they sort of like thought, you know, let's just leave him like a skinny little fucker. The set starts off quite bulky from the bottom, but as soon as you start getting towards the middle, it starts like slimming down. Gets a bit bulky near the chest, but slim down. And yeah, that's really about it. It's like quite skinny near the middle and the arms. The back is pretty basic from here, just like, you know. So it's pretty basic. Nothing to cover the back. It looks pretty hollow. You can pose this in truly some epic poses, I've noticed. Due to the piston and his hands, you can just put him in any cool pose with his hands and make him do, you know, crazy shit. So that's like a cool thing. So you can have him really down like that, have his legs sticking out, something like this. And then yeah, so I thought that's quite good, you know. You can pose him in stupid and awesome positions, doing random shit, or you know, whatever. So let's talk about more about if he's worth buying, and then, you know, we've talked about, I think, the main pieces and the stuff, but I think, you know, a lot of people are like, since thinking, you know, it's an expensive set, you know, $60 in America, £40 over here, like only at Toys R Us from what I've heard. But I think, you know, if you look hard enough or you wait, you probably will get it cheaper, like me. I was lucky enough to get it very dirt cheap, under £30, £29.35p to be exact, from the official Lego store in Bluewater near Kent. And as you saw in my first video, I showed the receipt, so you know, so you guys know I'm not bullshitting. And I showed the box as well, and it had the price on it, and I'll show it again. Once the camera decides to focus, since the damn camera's got autofocus, it takes time to autofocus. Comedy damn thing. Oh, but you know, in the other video it's 29.35. For that price, I think it was worth it. But is it worth? Is it really worth £40? I doubt it. No, it's not worth £40. No way. In the UK. Alright, I'll do this. Yeah, I'll talk about the if it's worth in pounds, and then I'll move on to the dollars to make it easier. So is it really worth £40? This is for the UK viewers at this point now. No, the answer is no. It is not worth 40 quid. No way. Anything, if you can get it same price as me or anything lower, then buy it straight away. No questions asked. This is I think one of those sets you just have to own. I was watching this other guy's review, and he said that regardless of how shit the set is, you just have to buy it because it's just Mata Nui. We have been waiting for this set since 2001. There was rumors flying around, I think about 2 years back, that you know the set was gonna come out then, but then the rumors were false, and then nothing did come out. But then the rumors started coming out that you know there's a Mata Nui set rising in 2009, and then the rumors were true, and the first pictures started being released online, and everything was going crazy. So yeah, this set is worth getting. For the £40 is not worth it. 100% not. No way, no way. That is just stupidly crazy. So if you can find it cheaper than £40, definitely go for it, because this is like the ultimate set you could have in your collection. But as I always say, if you're like a hardcore collector and you collect all the sets, then this set is a must. Forget all about the other vehicles and all the other shit that's been released now. This is what should be on your list right now, top priority. Forget the Scorpio and all those other little vehicles and little creatures with chains and shit hanging off them. Fuck all those little the other Titan sets. Fuck all the little Glatorian legends. This is the set you should be having right now. Save the money, go buy this. But try to get it. Try to avoid paying £40 at all costs. Try to get it 30 or below. If not, you really do want to set, then you know I can't really stop you. You can spend the 40 quid and get it. But I'm just saying my view, and it's up to you. US and all the world. I don't really know about the rest of the world, but I'll just comment on the main two, the UK and the US. Is it really worth $60 or $50 or what are this 50, 60 between the price varies in some shops. Same thing. Not really. $60. That's just stupidly crazy. That's just like fucked. They're just trying to. That's basically daylight robbery. Basically, end of the day, that's like daylight robbery. It's not worth $60. Do not pay that price. You're crazy if you do. $40. No, not 40. $50. No. $40. No. $30. Yes. Anything below 30. Yes. But I know at this time it will be possibly hard to get this for that cheap. So $40 I will have to say is the final offer for this set you should look for the US people. Same message to the UK. This is like the ultimate Bionicle set that every fan has been waiting. Not every fan, but most of the hardcore fans have been waiting for. We heard so much about this spirit. He was like shown in the 2001 saga as a little rock, just to demonstrate. We didn't really have an idea what he was or what he looked like. We just knew that he was just a spirit. Then at the end of 2008, when or was it 2008, the Mystica finally, the Fantoka finally did their job, and we finally saw the first images of Mata Nui awakening from Mata Nui, the island itself breaking, and you see how tall he was. He was like taller than the island itself. This is just like, you know, one of the landmark sets that, you know, once this is released, like even now, there's like, look, just like, you know, you don't even have to, like, I don't even have to say, like, you know, this is a rare set, like, you know, it's so hard to track down. It hasn't even like properly released. It's like limited edition at Toys R Us. You know, from that, guys should have like a little idea that, you know, this set's could be rare, and, you know, you better grab it as soon as you see it. So this is a set that, you know, you must get. Even this is even better than the Axelara, I have to say. This is just like, you know, it's like, this is just like, you know, I don't even have to describe it, I just have to say it's Mata Nui, end of. This is like Mata Nui, the ultimate set to be released. It's not much to look at, you know, it's not like, you know, it doesn't have any special features, doesn't have any magic color scheme or anything, any shit like that. It's a decent set, but due to it being the ultimate, but like the ultimate Bionicle god, Mata Nui, then yeah, definitely worth getting. This will be like the pride and joy of your Bionicle collection. He can be placed in the front with all the little motherfuckers at the back following him. And I was reading the Bionicle unit, the Makuta's Guide to the Universe, and that's quite interesting read. I remember reading in one of the pages that before, when Mechani, since Mechani was the first island to be, Mechani was the first island that was created, and that's like the main like working type island, like all the different Mechus, every different like element, like the ice, fire, all the different Mechus, they all have the individual work. And then I was reading where it said that if the Maturans don't work, Mata Nui gets ill. So that was pretty interesting. And there was one point when the, what are they called again? The Stone Maturan had a civil war against the Fire Maturan. And since that war raged on for quite a few, I think it was 4 centuries or something, if I remember correctly from reading the book. And then the Makuta pterodax had to come down and sort it out and started guarding that place. And then Toa Lee Khan's team had to go look for the Mask of Life to I think it was Toa Lee Khan, or it might have been Dark Hunters. They had to look for the Mask of Life to bring Mata Nui back to life again, to regenerate his thing. And so bringing him back now, like when he fell into slumber on Mata Nui, so this is actually the second time that he's become ill and he's like, you know, fallen into deep slumber. So that was really interesting that, you know, that the Maturans have to work, and, you know, in order to keep Mata Nui alive and healthy. So that's quite a weird but you know wonderful feature to have. So, you know, just a little Bionicle fact randomly. So the final thoughts on this set. I can't urge enough. This set is just, you know, truly a masterpiece. Truly a beautiful set constructed, of course. Most of the sets are beautifully constructed, of course. But, you know, this is like, you know, words cannot describe like how great, you know, the actual character is. Because like, he was the brother of the Makuta. The Makuta hasn't really been remade into something like, you know, they didn't really bring out a remake of the the Makuta set. They just left him how he was. He was just that little midget sized, you know, Makuta. Maybe later on, you know, if he decides to pop back in the studio, they might bring him out as a bigger and better set. But, you know, Mata Nui, he finally deserved, you know, they brought 2 of him, you know, can't get better. They brought like a little Toa version of him, even though he doesn't refer himself as a Toa, refers himself as the spirit and all that. But yeah, you know, yeah, I think that's about it really. You know, this is like the ultimate set probably right now. I'm happy I finally have it in possession, and I have like 2, the little one as well. So, you know, yeah, definitely worth getting. Definitely worth getting. Mata Nui has finally awoken, and he is finally, you know, being made into a set that everyone can enjoy, you know, having and owning in their collection. this, I wouldn't really say this is more of like a playable toy. This is more like a display toy. Of course, I don't really play my Bionicles. Neither do I mock much with them. I mostly just build them and display them, and that's all they do basically in my collection. But sometimes I might animate them if I feel like it. But that's about it really. So yeah, I think I'll wrap this review up now. So I've ranted and talked about it quite to some extent. Not it might not be detailed, but you know, I'm just reviewed it to the best I could. And I hope you've enjoyed this review, this 4-part review. And yeah, so after this I'll be uploading the Mata Nui canister review, which was meant to be uploaded before this one. So just remember that, and don't say, "Oh, what's going on?" and you know, "Why are you talking about this set when you already have it?" and whatnot. So for the last time, the canister Mata Nui set was meant to be reviewed before this set, but since I got it, and a lot of people have been nagging me to review this set, I thought let me just get this set out of the way. So the Mata Nui set, the mini Mata Nui was meant to be reviewed before the big one. So you know, just remember that. So I hope you enjoyed the review, and I'll catch you next time.